Hi everyone, I am Adam Harris from Trade with Precision and welcome to this week's IC Markets market commentary. So I'm starting off here with the Euro Dollar weekly. First of all, the reason I want to show you this is so that you can see that that weekly trend is clearly bearish. However, we did produce a bit of an indecisive bullish candle this coming week. It is sitting close to the next key level of support and resistance. Something else that we have to kind of mention right now, please be aware that this coming Monday is Martin Luther King Day in the US, as well as the inauguration of the new president. It is very possible that there could be some unexpected turmoil in the markets over Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So please take that into account. So here we go. We can see that it has started again. One of the things I noticed here is we started to gain more wicks along the bottom. It keeps dripping down, but also keeps trying to put on the break. So we go to the daily here. We can see especially that we produced a nice bullish candle last week. However, it still currently looks bearish. In fact, a break below here, I would expect price to continue down, but I do believe there is now starting to show some bullish divergence in this is starting to creep in. So we could see a test of the lows and potentially a bit of a bounce back up over the week, depending really, I think, on how volatile the markets react to the new inauguration. So then having a look here at dollar yen again is in an uptrend here on the weekly, also producing a strong bullish finish on Friday. Testing a level of support, is testing it now as resistance. So this week, what I want to see is either do we get back up above that level of support or do we continue down, find resistance there and continue down. So both of those previous charts, euro, dollar yen, showing us really what the dollar is wanting to decide in the next couple of days. Now, gold has done something significant. It is back up here testing resistance at 27.21 ounces. Let's call it 27.25 ounces. Dollars per ounce, I beg your pardon, better way of putting it. We've got this nice uptrend, very nice, solid, steady uptrend on that daily. So this week, what I'm looking for is a potential pullback and another run at this key level. Should we break this key low here, the previous swing low on the daily here, then I would expect obviously we might still then be range bound and work our way back down towards the bottom. But this is a significant break from the pennant or wedge pattern that was forming. It is broken to that, and we'll see now if this level of resistance can hold. So right now, gold is looking pretty bullish. Crude oil as well has done something significant. It is building up this pattern for a couple of years. It clearly has broken out of that downward sloping trend line. It has also broken the highs over here. And so at this point, it's safe to say it is at the very least bullish ranging. What we're looking for again here as well will be a pullback down towards that $75.50 level to see if we get a bullish candle and then another attempt at another leg to the upside. Looking at the S&P, an incredibly strong recovery. So we had a very, very brief retracement. The market is very bullish at the moment, and you can see here when we look closely, very strong, very bullish candle next week. So my expectation here is if we do break the high here, the market is going to attempt to continue to move higher. Comparing that, for example, to US tech as well, so the NASDAQ also looking very nice and bullish here. The overall trend structure is actually really quite nice and healthy. It's the monthly that is really quite overextended and showing some previous bits of certainly last month showing some signs of exhaustion, but the weekly is looking good. So therefore, my expectation for now is to see it continue to push higher. Moving on to the Russell 2000, we did have a very strong reaction at the previous level of resistance. However, I can see that we've already set up with a bullish candle at the moment. And so again, my expectation for now is to see this attempt to climb higher this coming week. Quickly have a quick look at Tesla. So Tesla this week, this was actually quite a strong setup, a very strong double bottom, which is a bullish setup in itself. Price came up, broke these previous highs, and so what I was looking for was a deeper correction. Actually, what it did was very quickly, it had a very shallow correction and immediately set up to go long. That could, again, potentially be an anticipation of what the new administration is going to be like. So this looking bullish. For now, my expectation is that these markets will continue to push higher. Nvidia, slightly different story here. Strong reaction at that 150 level, and price already recovering here, trying to take another run at it. So I would call this bullish, but there is no doubt some bearish divergence creeping in on both of these. However, that could take several more months to play out. At some point, I do expect it to potentially either consolidate or possibly have a deeper correction. But for now, that bullishness remains. Let's finish off with Bitcoin. Very strong, incredibly strong bullish engulfing bar. saw the price at a big run up. It has consolidated and now produced this very strong bullish engulfing bar. So again, now Bitcoin showing a clear interest in attempting to continue up. The MACD not looking that bad necessarily, not that divergent. A little bit of divergence on the RSI, but otherwise, the intention of these trends looks very much set to continue. So just to quickly wrap up, we've got some dollar decision to be making in the currency markets. Gold, crude oil breaking out, starting to look bullish. And of course, if we look at the equities markets, overall, they're looking bullish. And my expectation is for those moves to continue to move higher. Thank you very much. Have a great week. Keep in mind, first couple of days may be a little bit extra volatile.